Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea. And today, I have only one player with us. Unfortunately, our other players are otherwise engaged today, either through work or through irritating family coming to visit at short notice, and or going off and having lots and lots of wonderful fun in the world. But yes, unfortunately, we have only one player today, and that is Erik, who plays Progenitas. How are you doing, mate?
Fine. I'm really wondering how to fill in this evening. It has been a while that I played Dungeons and Dragons 1-on-1, so
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting,
yeah.
and it's a completely new experience for me. So, because I have never
And
played
this
a
is
solo
true,
session.
lady. I was hungry, so yeah.
Also,
I never
Yep.
met them, so there is a bit of a conundrum in that.
exactly. You've not actually met well, you've met some of the other characters, but you're not actually with them. You are off doing your own thing at the present moment in time. So, but yes, as we are also doing a solo mission today, the session will also not be quite as long as it normally is. So do keep an eye out for that. Enough of me talking. Tell us a little about Progenitas for us, Erik.
Well, he's a monk that 11 or 10 sessions ago arrived in this world, in the main city, straight from the main hub of his monastery tradition. That was the word I was looking for. To continue his way as a monk, start learning more, and see if he could help out others, and especially other monasteries that needed his help in some way or the other. So he went to the high priestess over there and found out that the black crystal is quite a thing with the College of Mages. After quite some let's say research.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah. He found out that cart was going to Penchester, and he took a ride underneath the cart to go with him, and that brought him to halfway between Penchester and the city he came from, to fight off some bandits and rescue the driver. And he's now there pondering what to do next.
Interesting, and that's a very, very succinct summary of what has happened with your character. Thank you for doing that. A couple of announcements. Well, not really an announcement. A thank you to those who provide the music for this game, and that's Sirenscape, Tabletop Audio, Ian Grimm, Felician Studios, and Alex Nakarada from Serpent's Down Studio. So thank you very much to them for all the music that you can hear in the background, and the tabletop, the virtual tabletop of choice that we are using is Fantasy Grounds Unity, and the model which you can see just to the corner of. Thank you very much, Lydia. The model that you can see just in the corner of the screen there, which should be that side, to be honest, I can never get the things right, is made in Heroforge. So yes, I believe that's everything. I will be back obviously next week with more D&D, but please do keep an eye on the Discord for that. And I think that's pretty much it. So yes, let's dive in to that point of today's story where Progenitas has healed up, or at least somewhat repaired, the injury to the back of this driver's head and propped him up against the carriage. Progenitas, what would you like to do? Tell me.
I made sure that he wasn't in any mortal danger anymore. Thinking with my medicine check last time that he'd probably wake up in the morning with a major headache.
Oh yeah.
Knowing that deception and persuasion are not my strong suits, I'm going to lay him where he was, sleeping,
Okay.
and continue sleeping in the car, trying to wake up before first light, and then going underneath the cart in my improved hammock to continue the journey the way I
Alrighty
started it.
Sure. This is going. I am going to require a roll from you in order to be able to make sure that you actually do wake up before he does.
Figured.
As he's as you had quite the interesting night. Let me just have a quick look at this. Which one would be best roll in this regard? Let's. I want this to be a sort. I want this to be an endurance roll. So let's just go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing at the endurance indeed, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure
but there
how they
isn't. So
call
I
it
think.
anymore.
Yeah,
There is.
This would
Then
be
it's
a.
a straight Constitution check.
I was thinking Constitution. Yes, let's make this a straight Constitution check.
Nope.
Oh no! Oh hell no! That fight took a lot out of you. So yeah, you are fast asleep. I do require you to make a stealth roll in order to make sure that you are properly covered and hidden inside the cart.
At least that.
At least that
I did right.
At least that you do indeed get right. Yes. So this is what happens. Yeah, you fall
I wake
fast
up by the
asleep.
shaking of a car.
Indeed, you do. You fall fast asleep, and it's also one of those sleeps where you are just completely gone. What if you were dreaming? Whatever dreams you had, you're never going to remember, because you are physically extremely tired and everything. And it is indeed, you are gently shaken awake by the rattling and cracking and creaking of the cart as it is on its way now along the road towards Penchester.
Well, the first thing that goes through my mind whilst waking up is, fuck. Knowing that this would have been a possibility to happen, I slept with my head away from the driver's seat to the backside of the cart.
Okay.
And I adjusted the hammock, if you let me, in such a way that I could climb under it from there. Or at least that's my plan.
Let's say that with your stealth roll, I'll use your stealth roll which you made, that you thought ahead to that. So I'm gonna let you have that one. So you would like to now climb out of that?
I like to climb into the hammock underneath the cart while driving.
Into the hammock, yeah. Okay, let's make that an acrobatics check, please, in order to climb out and underneath while the cart is moving. Oh my god!
Twice in a fucking row. Come on.
Yes, this is how it's going. Oh, I love it when this happens. So,
well, I tried to climb out, but I hope I noticed that it didn't went that well.
Oh yeah, you notice, because what happens is that you gently sit up, trying to be quiet about this thing, trying to be quiet and keeping yourself as low as possible in the way. You start to climb over the side of the cart, but in your slightly fuddled state from having been shook awake from the cart, you climb over, and unfortunately you get your foot caught on the railing on the side of the cart, and as you're trying to climb down, your foot sticks there and you end up falling face first onto the ground, and in so doing create a lot of noise. The driver immediately stops, pulls on the horse to stop, and looks back, sees you on the ground. Who the fuck are you? You're right there.
I'm the one that saved your life yesterday, and I used your cart as a sleeping area because I was tired after the fight.
You what?
I'm the one who saved your life yesterday. and I was sleeping in the cart because I was tired of the fight.
Okay.
You did notice the bandage around your
I
head,
did
right?
indeed notice the bandage around my head. I thought, okay.
That's my handiwork. And seeing you were facing towards at least the direction of Manchester, I thought, well, I have to go there anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I sleep in the car and he leaves.
Roll a
Saves me the
persuasion.
walk.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
This is not possible. Fantasy Ground hates me.
Oh my god! What?
Fuck.
Oh wow! Okay.
3 once.
I suppose.
Oh,
Oh, Sandpit
you,
Turtle,
Marius.
thank you so much. You please do that. So use that reroll.
I'll try. Well, it's
Okay,
at least it's
that's
better.
a little bit better. That's better than a 1.
My God, 3 once.
Wow, that's incredible. So yeah, okay. Huh. Well, I suppose yeah, you can write. You know you could have just waited and then asked.
Yeah, I was hoping I would wake up before you, but yeah, the fight took a lot out of me.
Fine. Oh, go on, get on. And he shoves over to the side of the seat, to make room
Okay.
for you on there.
Thanks, man.
Once you're
You're
up,
very friendly.
oh well, got a job to do, and since you're heading that way, you might as well join me. Okay. And they carry, and he starts the horse off, and you carry on along to Penchester. The horse is plodding away. Previously, the horse was flogged senseless in order to try and get to Archwood as quickly as possible, and it seems that the driver has made a decision in order to not kill the horse on the way back. He is a tiefling, as you have previously noticed. His skin is much more of a burgundy color than the vivid red that most tieflings have, and he is indeed hooded, but you can see the horns underneath the hood. The clothing he's wearing is fairly neutral, non-standard, doesn't really give much away.
Okay. Might I be so bold to ask where you're from, good sir?
I'm from Fall.
Oh, okay. That was north of Manchester, wasn't it?
Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. It's a bit beyond Manchester. You have to cross into the mainland, and then you have to go west.
Okay.
You have to go west along the coast, and then you have the River Main, which you have to cross. Big fuck off river on the other side of that is full. But yeah, you have to cross into the mainland though first. It's not actually here. You're not from here, are you?
No, I'm not from here. I arrived here from. Let me check my backstory. If I actually gave that a name.
I think we agreed that your character was from the continent of Barandesh. As to a name, I don't believe we actually agreed upon that.
Okay, I'm from Barandesh. Well, at least the continent Barandesh. I lived there in the monastery.
Okay, you're a bit far from home.
Yeah, that's true. I enjoy gathering knowledge, and all the books there were read. So at some point you have to go somewhere else. So we had a ship going towards this island. So I said, well, let's go there and see what life brings me.
Oh.
And it brought me to you on my way to Manchester.
Well, okay, that's unusual. Huh. I wonder if no, okay, can't talk about him. Nope, no worries.
Sorry, can't talk about what?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. You gotta keep my
Okay.
mouth shut anyway.
No problem. What brings you here, if I may be so bold?
Work.
Okay, who do you work for?
You really are not around from here, are you? Well,
No, no.
College of Mages.
Oh. You say that like that's something that I should have known? Or
Well,
do you all work for the College of Mages around here? Or
most
just...
most tieflings do. Most
Oh,
tieflings do.
okay.
Yeah. No, there's a few tieflings. There's a few tieflings who unfortunately feel that the calling of being a helpful hand to the College of Mages is not quite for them. If
Okay.
you get what I'm saying, but they're a bit more of a minority. Really, College of Mages is where it's at, and they do good. Well, at least my college does good by me.
Okay. Well, you have to live one way or the other, so yeah. Simple as
Yeah,
that, isn't it?
yeah, it's a way of living.
So you say that basically all the tieflings work for the College of Mages?
In some way or other. Some are families, some clans. I'm fifth generation baker, and fifth generation baker working for the college in full. College in full is lovely, actually. To be honest, it's a really big, beautiful college. You should visit sometime. If yeah, no. To be honest, you can try and visit. Well, you can try and visit it, but mostly it'll just be a case of you'll be looking at it from the outside, and that'll be about it. But it's a beautiful college, really beautiful college. Lots of spiraling towers. Oh, I love working there. Kids there are good too.
You should be going in. You should see the inside, basically. That's what you're saying. If you get the chance.
If you're ever able to get inside, yeah, I doubt they'll even let you in.
Okay, well, it sounds really interesting. I really, well, I wanted to go there anyway, but since it's again on another continent when I'm done collecting knowledge over here. But yeah, you make me really, you make it sound really interesting. So I really want to go.
Oh, all right. Well, tell you what, if you're ever in full, try and look me up. Try and look me up.
Okay.
And I'll see what I can do. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much for you because I'm not the one that really decides what Pooku can come in and have a look and whatnot. And could you just out of character now, could you just describe your clothing to me, please?
Regular traveling's clothing.
Thank you.
I already thought of that. To not
Nice.
wear my monk tunic.
Nice. Yeah, I did want to just confirm that. Yeah. All right. Well, so
I definitely will have a look at you. What's your name, if I may ask? That makes it a lot easier.
Stephen Baker.
Stephen Baker. Oh, Baker is your family name. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Fifth generation Baker, right here. If you're ever there, just talk to one of the tieflings, talk to any of the tieflings there, see if it mention my name. They'll probably know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm out of character. Meanwhile, typing down what's happening.
Of course, I understand. The journey continues in much the same vein, with you chatting and making polite conversation all the way, and eventually the outer walls of Penchester start to appear along in front of you. It's okay. Penchester. The walls of Penchester they are high. They are clearly defensive walls, but you would also know that with your own sort of knowledge to military. Would you have a bit of a military idea?
Book knowledge.
Book knowledge. Okay, well, but to your bookish knowledge, you would know that the walls they're designed to keep things out that are not a huge threat. anything of a significant threat would easily could break through these walls. But they are a defensive against minor irritants like goblins and various things
Basic
like that.
walls, basically.
Basic walls, very very basic walls. They are stone, but they are basic walls. And as you as you continue along the road and find yourselves at the open gate, you can hear the bustle of the town in front of you, and you can see the road that leads from the gate leads almost as straight as a die towards the port and the other end of the town. The town is not particularly big. And once you get to the gate, Stephen looks to you and says, "Right, well, this is Penchester.
Will you take a break here as well, or do you need to continue? Because I really enjoyed our conversation.
No, unfortunately, I got to keep going.
Oh, where are you going?
This shit in the back is bit of an importance.
Okay, where are you going, if I may be so bold?
Fall, back home.
Okay, that's quite a journey.
It is a bit, yeah.
Aren't you afraid that you're gonna encounter more of those ruffians during the night?
Are you offering to guard?
Well, since I wanted to go to Fall anyway, I say why not?
I don't know.
Makes it a lot easier.
Sure. Roll me a persuasion check.
And
DC is not particularly high. Just basically don't screw it up. Although. But with an 18. Alright, well, Okay, fine. Yeah, sure, alright. You can stick around as a guard.
okay.
But yeah, can't. Just don't tell the others back home, all right?
No, I won't tell a thing. I mean,
For God's sake, don't tell the mages. Jeez.
no, I won't. I'm just looking for. Well, basically, I want to collect knowledge, and in Val, there's also a great library, from what I've heard. So.
Oh yeah. That's the Rising Sun Library there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucking huge, that place. Been there a few times. It's great inside. It's gorgeous.
That's what I've heard. That was one of the things that really wanted to bring me there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fine. All right then. Well, I hope you got some rations. I ain't got much.
Shall I jump off and get some?
Yeah, go
Or
on.
do you-
Oh yeah. Look, I have to keep going. So there's the port. The port is my next port of call. So, port is my next port of call. Yeah. No. So the port is where I need to be. So if I see you there, what? 20 minutes, half an hour?
Yeah, sure. I will make.
All right then. I'll see you there then. And he stops for a moment to let you hop off, and then carries on down the road. Penchester is open to you. What would you like to do?
Collect some rations for him
All right.
and for myself, and
Sure.
just go straight to the port because this opportunity is too good to miss.
Okay. Cool. Mark off. Let's call it 5 copper pieces.
Sure.
For rations for yourself and him.
Let me see. Where can I find my gold?
Should be in
here.
inventory.
Yes. So 1 gold is 10 silver is 100 copper.
Yeah.
Nice. So 9 silver. And that's then 5 copper, and then this is gonna be 7.
Cool.
Done.
Nice. So yeah, you pick up some rations. They're mostly fish based, unfortunately, owing to the fact that this is a ferry port town. Most of the produce is going to be fish or seafood related. But
Is there any good wine or nice piece of special ale or beers or anything that I could take for him?
sure, This, if you would like to do this, this will cost you a little bit extra.
Mhm.
But yeah, there is a local ale which is very very dark brew and recommended as the traveling companions ale. They don't call it that, but but it's mostly regarded as the best ale to have on a long journey. If you would like to have a very small keg of it, it'll set you back 5 gold pieces, but that a small keg will do you at least 5 to
Done.
6 days journey.
Done.
Alrighty then, cool. With your produce in tow, under your arms, you find yourself back at the the port. The port is a very very open space, and from here you can see across the very large expanse of water in front of you, to the other port on the other side. You can see Stephen is there, busy trying to haggle with a ferryman, trying to get his cart onto this ferry, and the ferryman is not looking particularly happy about the fact he has to get a cart on there. And as you approach, Stephen looks up at you. Yeah, you. I've just realised I don't know your name. Anyway.
Progenitas. Happy to
Progenitas.
make your acquaintance.
Happy to make acquaintance. Actually, properly fully. Yeah. No, yeah. Progenitas. Yeah, I'm trying to. Look, mate. I just need to get the car on the fucking ferry. Can you just? No, just. Oh. And you can tell that he's been struggling, trying to get this guy to agree to let his horse and cart onto the ferry. But you can see the ferryman is very much arms crossed, refusing to back down to Stephen.
Mr. Ferryman, what seems to be the problem?
The problem is that it's a fucking horse, and unfortunately my ferry is not big enough to take a horse and a cart. And I hate ferrying fucking animals. This gentleman is quite short. And yeah, he's quite short for a ferryman, but he seems to be quite brusque in his attitude.
Okay, and what would make you reconsider?
Bigger boat, maybe?
Within reason.
Or leave the fucking horse behind.
I look at Steven. Is there a possibility to get a new horse, and
Yeah. What's this cost fucking money? Yes, there is indeed a possibility to get another horse, but
it saves us a lot of time. And time is of the essence.
that is true. Fine. Yeah, I'll take the horse. I'll take the horse off. All right, cool. That's going to be 2 gold pieces for the cart yourself. And are you coming as well?
Yes.
All right, okay. 2 gold pieces total. Stephen reaches into his pocket and just hands across two gold pieces. Heads over to the cart and starts unstrapping the horse from it. Roll me a. What's your passive insight? Passive perception.
Pretty high. 15.
15. As the ferryman turns away, you hear him mutter under his breath, "Fucking tieflings."
Okay.
But yes, so Stephen carries on. It's not very long before Stephen has the horse unhitched from the cart, and he starts to drag the cart across to the ferry. The ferryman has very clearly stopped accepting passengers because once
He's full.
He's basically full. Yeah, absolutely. Once you notice that once the cart begins to make its way onto the ferry, insert audio clip, it makes its way onto the ferry, you see that it basically fills the entire hold space.
Nice.
Yeah, this ferry's not big. This ferry is designed to ferry people rather than large cargo like that. But it is not long before the ferryman unties the ropes from the bollards on the dock and pushes off from the deck, yelling out orders to his crew. The journey from here from Penchester to Mechester, beautiful names right there. From Penchester to Mechester. Penchester to Mechester. It's basically the port opposite. Will take about 2 hours. Is there anything you'd like to do during this time, or shall I?
Well, I like to speak to Stephen and tell him that I brought a nice drink for the rest of our journey together.
All right, what'd you get?
I tell him I get the local ale. I got a small cask, so it would bring us at least near full.
Oh, all right. Is that the Traveller's Companion Ale?
It is.
Oh, you fucking legends! That stuff's delicious. Ah, yeah, okay. Now I'm happy. You're taking if you're going to carry on doing this, being guard, buying good stuff for me, we're going to get right on well.
That was my plan.
Nice. Looking forward to that. That's going to make a nice. It's going to make a nice evening drink. That is lovely evening drink. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, really looking forward to that as well. I mean, it's so good. I won't drink much because I have to keep watching everything. But yeah, I would like to taste some, of course.
Of course, no, of course. The ferry journey, as I said, it's about a 2 hour journey. But before long, you are on the other side of the river, and Stephen is again dragging the cart from the ferry onto the quayside. Once it's on the quayside, the ferryman, whose name you did not ask, Lydia, the ferryman yells out to the both of you, right, thanks for the business, don't come again. Transport! And he just ignores you then from this point onwards. Okay. Stephen pulls the cart to the side and says, right, I've got to go and find myself a horse. Hope it won't take long.
I'll stay with the cart.
Yeah, fine. That's cool. And he wanders off immediately. What would you like to do? Is there anything you'd like to do while you're here?
Try to get in touch again with Ferryman to ask him why he's so against the tieflings, because I of course agree with him, but I want to know what his general opinion is.
What? What?
Sorry, I heard you, well, in lack of a better word, are not that fan of tieflings.
No, who said that?
I heard you say
that.
Well, you. Fucking tieflings were the words you used for it.
Shit, you heard that. Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just wondering what the general opinion is about them.
Well, it's just my opinion, really. To be honest, it's just really my opinion. I had a captain who was a tiefling, and right fucking bitch she was.
Okay.
Yeah, she just upped and left me and the other fellas with the boat. Nothing to do, just upped and left.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I can understand. I was just wondering if I made the right decision to travel with this one to forward.
Nah. Well, no, it's just I had.
You had a bad experience.
I had a bad experience. Yeah.
No worries. No worries. I got you. Everyone can have that from time to time. Well, good journey back, and maybe we see each other again.
Oh, maybe. Well, no. Who knows? Alright, if you don't mind, I've got to go and get some more business. Right. And he just blanks you completely.
Okay. I'll guard the
car. Just roll a perception check, please.
There you go.
Wow. Wowee. Yeah, you basically see fucking everything here.
Mhm.
You can tell that the cart is being eyed because you see a small group of youngsters that have been. I mean, there's urchins all around the place, and so they've been running around. But you spot one little urchin that was hanging around on the corner, and when you glance over and he sees that you've caught his attention, he immediately darts off.
Okay.
But with your perception, you were able to gather that the cart was being watched.
Okay. Was he looking in any way familiar? The urchin?
No.
Okay.
Ah, guys. This is why I love you all. Anyways, it is not long before Stephen returns with the horse and begins strapping the horse into the carts, and
I relay the information about the cart being watched.
well, it's not really that surprised by that, to be honest. See, carts usually get watched, particularly in places like this.
Okay.
But good to know. Good to know. Maybe it was a good idea to have you on. Yeah. Oh, we didn't. Oh, yeah. Well, come on. We'll talk about stuff on the way. Shoves across to the side, and invites you up, and then immediately starts making their way out of the Manchester. Manchester again is very, very similar to Penchester. It's almost when you're walking through it with your high perception, you got a fairly good idea as to the layout of Penchester. And
Okay.
what's your combined intelligence wisdom?
Combined. Wow. Intelligence is 12 plus 1. Wisdom is 17 plus 3.
Okay, so you would have a pretty good spatial awareness then.
I have a pretty good everything.
You have a pretty good everything. Yeah, this is true. This is also very true. But you realize that Manchester is literally the other half to Penchester. If Penchester and Manchester were together on one map, you would just see a perfect circle.
A total city.
It's basically a total city with a massive great big river in between the two. Very clearly, the major source of income for these two cities is that route that crosses over. But it is not long before you are out of Manchester and on the road to along the road.
With Fall as our endpoint.
With Fall as your endpoint, yeah, indeed. Let me just get the music going. There we go.
Going even farther away.
Even farther away.
The other part of the supposed to be party.
Stephen continues in a little bit of silence for a moment until you both are a fairly decent distance away from the city. And he turns to you and says, "Look, we didn't discuss it. Do you want payment?"
Well,
I know you're about information and, you know, gaining knowledge and all that nonsense. You're not from the Rising Sun, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, good.
No, I suppose that the payment would be you paying the travel.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll go with that.
You really helped me by getting me to Fall, because if I really want to see the library there, and the College of Mages building sounds awesome as well. So maybe if you can do me a solid while we're there, but we'll see. There's no promises there, but
yeah, no promises there. College of Mages is really, really quite. I don't want to say
tight?
Elite. Tight, yeah, that's a good word for it. They're not elite. They're just a bit tight. Yeah, tight. That's a good word for it. They're a bit picky. So I'll see what I can do. But yeah, no promises there. Anyway.
No, I can understand.
Okay, fine. Okay, good. That's that settled. Right,
And just enjoy your company and have a chat or two about whatever keeps you going.
Yeah, you're a good company too. Most people tend to either run from us or be really like, closed off and don't want to talk to us tieflings. So it's, this makes a change. Yeah, you're a nice guy. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're good. And the conversation continues in such a form until eventually the night begins to close down. Night begins to close in, and Stephen says, "Right, okay, getting about time to set up camp. I think. Yeah, let's pull off over here." And he pulls off the road.
Then I make a perception check to see if that's the right position to.
Please do.
Well,
Fantasy Grounds has decided to make a change for all those ones. They're starting to help you out here.
This really helps.
This very much helps. You realize immediately that if you were to pull off the road at this point, the cart would be in the most obvious and open space possible.
Mm-hmm.
And while would be obviously a target and you would be able to see things coming towards you, it also becomes a very clear target for opportunistic bandits, which you have recently experienced.
Do I spot a better place?
You do. With that roll, you do indeed. A little bit further off, further along the road, you can see a very small wooded area, which would make a perfect place to at least set up camp to this in the shade of the trees, if not in the copse itself.
Okay, I'll point him in that direction and explain, well, if you put down the cart here, it's pretty much in the open, so it's likely that the same thing that happened last time will happen again. And I am your guard, of course, but if we can avoid it, I also see that as part of my job. So if you can put it over there, it's more protected, less into view, and I can guard the terrain better.
Huh. It really was a good idea to have you along. Alright, fine, yeah, let's do that. And he does exactly what you said. He leads the cart, he guides the horse over to that small copse of trees and begins setting up camp. It's a very small affair, and you share the rations which you had managed to acquire, and you introduce him to the travelling companion's ale. As previously described, it is a very dark, bitter ale, but has a very, 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 very sweet caramel aftertaste, which you realise that when you drink it, starts to fill you with a sense of warmth and comfort. And from that taste and feeling, you gather that on a lonely night, this would actually be a very delicious drink.
Okay. Well, I take a small cup, of course, and enjoy it together with him, and give him another one when it's empty. And,
Oh yeah, you basically ply him.
Enough to get the secrets flowing.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna make him roll for this because you're actually being very generous about it, and you're being very open.
Yeah,
So
maybe
if
if other persons, I won't say any names, try talking to me like he did.
All right. Okay.
Marius.
He has definitely gotten to the point of being. The tongue is loosened, so.
Okay. So, Stephen, I'm wondering, why is this card a target? I mean, all I see is a card with wooden grates.
It's not just the crates. Look on the side there, and he points to the side of the cards, and on the side of the card you can see exactly the same symbol which you have been which you have spotted previously. There is basically the clock face with different symbols in it, and a wand, for want of a better word, pointing to two suns, I believe. That's the symbol of Manas Patel, quite well known College of Mages stuff. Symbol that can't really do
How
much.
did you say the symbol was called? Because you play a great drunk, so I couldn't really understand you. I'm wondering if this is playing or if you're still a bit drunk.
No.
Yesterday.
This is full on playing.
Yeah, sure.
He says it's the symbol of Manas Patel. Manas Patel.
M-A?
N-A-S.
N-A-S. Patel, an Indian guy.
Yeah,
no, that was.
He's from what I've seen of him. He's from the same continent you are at. The Empire Barandesh, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Empire Barandesh,
nice.
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But
what does that say?
Don't know. It's just a symbol.
No, but because you said that's the reason people targeting the card. I mean.
Oh knows. Just that's his symbol. People who know. People.
I refill his glass.
Oh, thanks, mate. Don't really know. It's just that's his symbol. For some reason, that's a bit more known. Fuck, I know. Maybe it's the fellas from the Nox Umbra Temple. They're all sneaky shits.
Okay.
Maybe
the Nox Umbra Temple. What was that?
The Nox Umbra, the Temple of Nox Umbra. You can roll me a religion check if you wish, in order to know what the hell I'm talking about.
Where is religion? It's funny that I think a +1 on intellect things is bad on level 2. I mean,
that's good. You're with that. You know that the Temple of Nox Umbra is it is the shadiest temple around. Your own monastery is very much against the business that those of the Nox Umbra Temple attempt, and often look down, if not openly decry and dispute the various tasks that those of the monasteries that are associated with the Nox Umbra enact. You also know that Nox Umbra Temple is very much known to be a den of thieves and bandits and assassins, and very much supports those who enact those sorts of businesses. Not only that, though, they are looked down upon by most of the other temples for the shady side, but they are very much tolerated, as they also tend to be the ones that get shit done when it needs to be done quietly.
Any specific people that I would know that work here?
In the Nox Umbra Temple?
Yes.
Not specific. Not specifically, no. You would know of a few. You would know of a few names such as Fordet and Malgatin Rose. But the only reason why you would know those names is because they are very high-ranking members within the temple itself, and thus are a known quantity as a result.
Okay. So Stephen, you think this because they use urchins to get their business done, or?
Urchins?
Yeah, what I told you about in the city, that it was
urchins.
Urchins.
Well, They might do. So I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest. I'm not. I've spent most of my life in the College of Mages, so don't really know the temples. I only know them by passing. But I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest. I think people of Noxumbra are a bit shady, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah. I should probably go to sleep, I think. Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check on him to check if I think that he knows more than he's telling me?
Go for it.
Shabam!
Shabam, yeah. With a 19, you can tell that he is definitely telling you the truth with regards to the fact that he has spent most of his life within the College of Mages. There is a look on his face, though, that tells you that there is also something else. In terms of, certainly in terms of the religious aspect. Whether it's associated with the Noxumbra, you don't know. Not, at least not from that insight, and also from what he's been talking about. But there is definitely something else there. He's not telling you everything.
Okay, so it takes another night of drinking, probably. Okay, alright. I have the beer and the time, so...
This is true, and you're the one feeding him.
This is also true. I would see him off to his bed.
Mm-hmm. Wait me after 4 hours. You can't stay awake for the whole time, right? You wake me after 4 hours and I'll take over your second watch.
Sure.
Night, Progenitas.
Good night, man.
And he just out like a light.
I'm using my Tinker's tools to set up some traps.
Okay.
To be alerted when people come in using just simple stuff like ropes and wrap wires and that kind of things.
Just roll me a quick check with that. DC's not particularly high, as you are quite proficient at this sort of thing.
Doesn't really matter. Now does it?
Oh boy, jeez, fucking hell, dude. Well, you think you've done it all right.
Nice. I'll try to pick up a high spot to stay stealthy, but also have a good view over the cart and the train and Steven and everything.
Easy done. I have to ask you now, are you going to stay awake the whole night and let him sleep through?
Yes, he needs that, and I will sleep in the cart tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my plan.
Then that's fine. I'm going to need a couple of rolls from you now. One of them is a perception check, and the other is a constitution check.
Well, that's done.
Oh, very nice. 21 for the perception, and your constitution check?
This is an 8.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to say that you're going to take 1 point of exhaustion here.
Sure.
Simply because you are staying awake through the entire night. But with your perception check, the road, which you can see some distance away from you, is... Excuse me.
You're still drunk. I can see
No,
it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's been several hours. God damn it. But no, the road that leads away from Manchester, along with the one that you've been following, basically, does get quite quiet, and occasionally you do see the odd cart and the odd traveller making their way through the night. Something that you do spot, though, in the very wee hours of the morning, is very high up in the sky. You spot what could only be described as a patch of darkness. Basically, when you look up at the sky, it's a cloudless night tonight, which is quite nice. So you do see a lot of stars, but there is just one point where there seems to be this almost diamond-like shape of darkness, where there is no light. no stars, nothing. And it seems to be moving very slowly away. And by the time the sun rises the following morning, it's gone completely.
Is there anything else that I can make up of it?
No. No. Not this one.
Any history or religion that might help me with that?
You can make me a history check. DC's very high.
Figured. History. Nope.
It's just an unusual black spot in the sky.
I thought after all those ones that 20 should happen.
Maybe a
at some
20 should
point,
make his way out there.
it's-
But apparently Fancy Grounds is not letting you have this one.
Nope.
The green sunset of the sky begins to light the horizon, and the that's coolness that appears before the sun actually rises starts to set in. You can hear the birds are making their dawn chorus noise, and eventually the sun rises, and it is now morning. You are feeling exhausted.
Yeah, I'm only looking where I can note that.
Just write it in your notes.
Yeah, there I can keep track of it, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering if that was something that was in Fantasy
No,
Grounds
well,
as well.
I think there is, but I'm going to have to look into that. I'll get back to you on that. But for
No,
now,
no
just
problem.
keep it in your notes.
Yes, I will. I wake up Steven and tell him that I let him sleep the whole night because he seemed
Huh?
tired, and I can sleep in the car.
Okay. Fine. Or fine. Don't do it again. Oh God, my head. How much did I drink
hand
last
him-
night?
I hand him some water or morning ale or whatever is.
Well, which would you like? Would you like to give him ale, or would you like to give him water?
I start with water and also give him one ale to say, well, you can take this one after to get rid of your headache. It really helps.
Oh yeah, hair of the dog. That's a good one. And he takes a quick swig of the quickest swig of. Oh. All right. Well, fine. Well, make yourself comfortable in the car. Gotta get
I'll
on.
share the rations for the morning.
Of course.
Let us first have some dinner. We can do that on
Yeah.
the card, of course. But
No.
I
I'm presuming that you would share the rations.
and whilst having breakfast, I ask him about the black spot.
Okay. Black spot.
Yeah, seems to block out all the light. Just drifting overhead. Just something that stood out. I think, well, maybe you know something of it.
Not really. No. Not something I'm quite familiar with, I'm afraid.
I'll look it up in the library once we get the file.
Oh, it's good. See, that's exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. Exactly. You sure you're not from the Rising Sun?
I'm sure I'm not from the Rising Sun.
Gee, you
I know some
definitely-
people from the Rising Sun, but I'm not from them. No,
You
definitely
definitely
not.
seem like the kind. You definitely seem like the kind. Well, anyway, whatever.
I'll
Yeah.
take that as a compliment.
I've had to deal with them a few times. You seem like the kind. Knowledge base, you
Yeah.
know, that seeking knowledge and all that kind of nonsense. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, let's get on with it. And he
I roll out my backpack and my sleeping gear in the back and lay down
Absolutely.
where it first started.
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, I'm going to say that the journey is, the journey is pretty uneventful. You are able to get your 8 hours rest in order to remove your exhaustion point.
Done.
And because you are traveling by cart, the journey is a lot quicker than it would normally be. So by the time you wake, you are much further down the coast. Stephen informs you that you had that in your sleep. The pair of you had passed the fishing village of Polness, and informs you that the fishing village looks like it had recently been attacked, but for some reason, but was very much in repair.
Polness, you said, right?
Polness, Palnes.
Polness. Yes.
Polness, yes. And you are proceeding quite nicely down the road.
Nice.
As you are on the road, a voice enters your head.
A
Progenitas,
voice enters my head.
a voice comes into your head.
Ah, it's in my head! It's in my...
Progenitas. This is Axel.
Axel Rose?
No. The task for which you assigned a colleague of yours has been completed. Second message.
Wait. A task to which you assigned a colleague of yours. So. Do I know which task this is?
A follow-up message. A individual called Grace informs us that your target seems to be on a level. They have recently conducted a good service for the city of Archwell.
Okay. Any more?
No, that's it. You are able to reply to the message if you wish. You realize that this the voice that you have received is the version of sending that is quite common use in the orders.
Thanks for relaying this information. Please continue looking into this individual and see if he still works for the College of Mages.
Cool. Made a note.
I call her Gracie.
I know you do. She still hasn't credited you on that. Only because I don't think you've told her, but...
I called her Gracie 2 times already, I believe.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She hasn't credited you. She hasn't credited you on it, for whatever reason.
She likes me, I think.
We'll have to see.
Another person who likes me. See, Marius, my character is very likable. I already have 2 people who like me. You have none.
throw completely off my train of thought just then.
I have to walk around from time to time, but...
Yeah, no worries. You do you, mate. The journey continues for a little while, and it is not long before you reach a bend in the road where you are able to see the city of Fall spread out.
Already? Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, you're travelling by horse and cart. but it would normally take longer than that. But yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Sure, I'll let you
I
go on
really have to figure out what my character is going to do here, but that's out of character.
But yes, you reach a bend in the road, and across this very, very large river, which Stephen exclaims to you, "Welcome to the River Main," and it's a huge river. It's very, very large. You would if you were to cross the river here, you would have to require a quite a decent ship in order to cross the mud flats and plains that dominate the exit to this river. But Fall on the other side looks to be quite a large city, one that very much has outgrown its walls to a point. You can see raised above it a very old-looking fort, and then a city that surrounds that, and then what appears to be a walled area around that as well, and then more buildings on the outside. It's very difficult to see anything else from here except that, and the fact that it seems to be a very lively, bustling city. Stephen informs you that from here, that you are going to have to follow the road to the town of Jatin, where you would both have to cross the ancient bridge that's there in order to get to the other side of the River Main, and then proceed down to Fall.
Okay, we do that together then.
Cool. The journey. Yeah, he also informs you that the journey from where you are now to Dratin is going to be another day. So
no worries.
You are going to have to set up camp, basically.
Ah,
yeah.
You want me to find another spot like tonight, like yesterday?
Well, you're the guard. You're the one who knows stuff.
Yeah. I'll try to do that then for you.
Alrighty then. Would you like me to roll the perception check for you while you are doing your walking? Oh, you can do it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a headless, wireless headset, so I can just walk around or walk back without you seeing me.
Wow. Look at you. Look at you with all the technology.
Fancy stuff.
Fancy stuff. And yeah, you see a very similar area available to you, which you are able to park up in, basically, and make it a nice, secure area. Are you going to do the same thing as you did before?
Yes.
Okay.
Start feeding him ill. And try to get information.
Yeah. Sure.
See what he knows more about the religion. See what he knows more about the College of Mages. See what he knows about the Black Crystal.
Okay. We're gonna I'll skip the whole preamble up to that point. So he's now quite drunk.
Nice. It's good ale.
It's very good ale. You can tell he enjoys this one. He enjoys this kind of ale. So he's very happy to keep drinking. What would you like to ask him?
Well, of course, I steered the conversation this way already, talking about religion and what his take on it is.
Right. Steering the conversation in that direction. You can roll me an insight check if you wish, but he informs you that his take on religion is it's for the masses, nothing really something to worry about, to be honest. But you can roll me an insight check if you wish.
I wish.
Jeez, dude. When he says it's for the masses, nothing to worry about, it's very clear he doesn't believe that himself.
Okay.
This might be something that is spouted that he has to spout, but it's very clear that he doesn't believe what he's saying.
So how do you mean it's for the masses?
It's for the...
It's not something you procure? I mean, doesn't
No.
have to be daily, but.
No, it's not something I believe in. No.
Mm-hmm.
With your previous insight, very clearly a lie.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. It's just like talking to Marius, you know. It's
No, it's not something I believe in. No,
okay.
not at all.
So, and I give him another ale. And whilst pouring it in, so you don't have the feeling that there's more to this world than just us mere mortals.
No, no. Look, not. Can't really talk about it. So I don't.
So I tell him a bit more about monasteries and all those kind of things, and take him with me in my general belief for the gods and everything on this plane, and try to get him to talk along.
Oh yeah, it's just that. I don't know what it is. Is the college teaches that there's no such thing as gods, right? That's what they teach.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're expected to believe in as well. But I just can't feel that, you know.
Yeah, I
Can't be
know
everything.
that feeling, you know.
Yeah,
There must be more.
There has to be something more. There has to be something to believe in, not just the fact there's magic everywhere, but there has to be something to believe in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of stuff. You seem to get it. You seem to get it.
Yeah. But you say the college of me teach you differently. Is there other stuff that the masses, so to say, believe in that they don't? It's an interesting worldview, in my opinion.
I don't really understand the viewpoint. We're not taught why they teach so. They teach that there's no such thing as gods. Magic is a material to be used. Anything that seems to be God or thinks God is nonsense. It's just knots of magic, certain types of magic.
Okay, so they believe that all the special stuff on the world is magic based.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And how do they because that's also a sort of a religion, basically. So how do they proclaim this, by lack of a better word, religion of theirs?
Well, they don't really.
They don't? They give you teachings, right? If I understand correctly.
Well, they teach us that that's how it's meant to be, and that's what they teach the students, the pupils.
So in their college, they give lessons and everything.
Oh yeah. They teach all sorts of people. They teach people. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll take a class or two. But I'm digressing. Tell me, what do they teach?
Oh, everything.
Everything. That's quite a lot.
Well, everything magic related.
Okay.
I think.
Think of.
Yeah. Everything magic related.
Have you followed some of those classes?
No, not allowed.
You're not allowed? Why not? You seem to be a very smart person, in my opinion.
I haven't got any magic up to it. I haven't got any magic up to. I can't do magic. I just don't understand it.
Okay. Well, that's something at least. But, so you have to be able to do magic to follow classes.
Yeah.
Basically.
You have to show an. What did I say? You have to show an aptitude.
Aptitude?
That one. You have to show one of them for the magic in the world around us. That's what they say. And if you
Okay.
don't, they don't accept you.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
a shame.
And they tend to send out scouting parties. Well,
So
one way of putting
in
it.
that manner, you mean they're strict?
Yeah.
So is it the thing in your car? Is that also something magic related?
Oh yeah. It's just you have to deal with that sort of shit all the time. It's horrible crap, but still whatever. It's a good thing this guy's not driving the car for a while. He said like the morning. Actually, very true, Lydia. Yeah, no, that stuff is I have to deal with that shit all the time. That stuff doesn't stop magic, but we have to set up shit like that around practice rooms and things like that where the kids want to throw magic around, and what it does is it stops the magic from being too strong. Like we've got one big hole, which is called a fireball hole. And it's only called that because that's where they practice throwing balls of fire everywhere. But if we didn't have like some of those crystals dotted around the room, the whole place would just fucking explode.
Yeah, if you throw fireballs into a room, usually it doesn't end well.
Exactly. So that's what that's for.
You called them crystals, so these crystals just absorb that energy?
I don't really know how it works. But I presume so.
Okay, and you transport this a lot? Always to File or?
Well, this shipment's for fall. I think, yeah, no, I know, not I think, I know that the other big colleges, one in Farron, one in Dorton, the one in Targon, the one in Stanton,
Dorton, Fall. What was the first one you said? Sorry.
Farron. So, the big
Farron.
cities that he names are Farron,
Yes.
Dorton,
Yes.
Drenton.
I have fat fingers today, so.
Yeah, no worries.
So Farron, Dorton, and
Drenton,
Drenton.
Targom, Targom, Stantum.
Tartom, Stantum.
Yeah, Stantom, and Nossex.
Nossex.
Yeah, those are the major cities that he names, and he also says that he knows that those cities also receive shipments of black crystal occasionally as well. What he does let slip is that this shipment that he's currently taking to Fall is unusual because they weren't expecting it. But Manas Patel seemed to be very adamant that this shipment made its way to Fall.
Mr. Patel.
Mr. Patel, indeed, him again.
Okay. Can I inside check him, or do I have to inside check him to see if there's anything else that he knows? If he's holding anything back?
With regards to
the inside check that I already gave, and with regards to religion, teachings of the College of Mages and the Black Crystal?
Okay.
Mainly the black crystal, of course. Crystal, of course.
Roll a fresh one, since this is to do with the black crystal rather than religion. So just roll a fresh insight check in regards to that.
Sure.
Oh, fine. He's not holding anything back in regards to this. Everything that he is telling you is what he has been told, what he knows, and everything he's telling you is what he knows. And the last comment about the fact that Mr. Patel seemed to be very adamant that this shipment made its way there was something that he knows, but yeah,
could get in trouble with.
He could get in trouble with it, yeah.
Telling me.
Yes. Absolutely, he could get in trouble with it.
Nice. Well, I see he's getting pretty drunk again, so let's get ready for another night.
Alrighty then.
Of playing the guard and setting traps and all those kind of things.
Sure, just roll me another Tinker's check.
That's better.
Hey, there we go. You are very certain that. Okay, you've got a nice rope trap here. You've got a nice
tripwires and
tripwires. Thank
everything.
you. My brain just stopped working just then. You've now got set up around you a very, very nice one. You realize that your previous night, when you had set up all your traps, you realized that, oh yeah, no, that was a load of shit. This is what it should really be like.
Nice. And I again find a high point to rest my body and keep watch and be stealthy and everything.
Sure, no, of course. Just roll me a perception check. Actually, do you have dark vision?
Do I have dark vision?
Yes.
As a human variant? I don't believe I do.
I don't think you do, no. So the previous perception should have been done at a disadvantage. Oh well, too late. So roll this one with disadvantage, please. So what, 16 or
10?
Or a 10, so 10. Seems to pass uneventfully.
Okay.
Eventually the sun rises. The green sunrise appears across the horizon, and you wake. You watch as the sun rises, and then you see what can only be described as 7 individuals.
Okay, they didn't trigger any of my traps?
That's actually a very good point. If they would have seen them. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, nope. Cool.
I mean,
in the middle of the night, I'm gonna just pull back on that a bit.
Roll back with
roll
the
back
sunset.
a bit. Just roll back from the sunset.
Push it.
Yeah, that is literally what happens. You start hearing yelling and cursing and screeching starting to appear from all around you.
Nice. I take a good look and stealthily move towards the sound. The closest sound. 13.
Fine. These guys are making a lot of noise. It's very easy to hear them yelling, "Goes shit, fuck, balls, get up, you still, but there's another trap here." And it sounds like utter chaos. And as you approach, I
smile underneath my breath, you know. It's just.
That's what I wanted. Yeah. As you approach, you begin to notice that there are 7 individuals, all in various forms of disarray, things caught in their legs and fallen over all around your area.
Which one is closest to me?
The one who's closest to you is a rather disheveled individual wearing what could only be what once were very fine clothing that is now dirty and scraped and torn and all sides of just bad. And they appeared to have been armed with a club, but that club is now on the floor beside them, and they are desperately trying to struggle out of a rope trap. That's
I'll hex the closest one and try to knock him down.
Oh, he's already on the floor.
No, knock him out.
Knock him out. Okay, easily done.
Am I seen?
Are you seen?
By the rest?
No.
Okay, do the same with the next one.
Okay, cool. I presume therefore you're going to go round knocking them all out?
Yep.
Just roll me a very quick stealth check.
Tie them up.
As they are desperately trying to...
At what point will I be seen?
Oh. You are seen by the fourth man.
Okay.
And he has just managed to extricate himself from another one of your rope traps, and he stands up and sees you. Ha! Don't you come near me! And he's again. It's another individual who seems to be very, very dishevelled and clearly was wearing some sort of what looks to be very fine, noble clothing, but is now very, very dirty and torn.
Misty step behind him and knock him out.
Oh, blimey. Boof! Whack! And he just crumples to the floor.
So that makes 3 left, right?
That makes yes, that makes 3 left, and you can tell that the three of them are now
sit down.
Huh? What?
Sit down. Or the same thing will happen to you.
Roll intimidation check.
I'm not trying to intimidate, I'm just telling them the truth.
You're just telling the truth. Where's the others?
There, on the ground.
Jim, I think you better do this. No, we're not going to do... No, we're not going to do what you tell us. Look, just...
How close is the next one?
A few feet. Like
I'll knock him down.
5-10 feet. Whack. Just okay. I do need you now to now roll to roll me an attack with your fists. This is a very, very low DC. Basically, you just need to beat a 10.
An unarmed strike. And I barely do.
You still do it though. You still do it. Whack. Boom. Okay, fine. No, it's fine. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. And the last two just simply said, no, it's fine. It's fine. We'll sit down.
I'll tie them up. Tie everyone up. It's not nice trying to steal from other people.
Yeah, well, when you're hard on your luck, yeah.
So I'll gag them and continue my watch. Check if Steven is still out.
Steven is completely out, yeah. He's... No, didn't even wake up from all that. So when the sun rises...
I'll reset my traps, by the way.
Of course. When the sun rises the following morning, you are surrounded by 7 bodies. All of them are in various forms of sleep or... trying to get themselves out of their bonds. Now that you have a very clear view of these 7 individuals, you can see that every single one of them is wearing what used to be very fine clothing, but they're now all torn and dirty, and all these 7 individuals seem to be... They all seem to have been, at one point or other, either craftsmen or nobles or somebody high up in society which had money, but are clearly do not have that anymore.
Sure. I wait for Steven to wait, or I wake Steven at sunrise and relay the information and ask him what he wants to do with them.
Huh? Oh, my head. You shouldn't drink. Shouldn't make me drink so much of that ale.
Oh, but you enjoy it.
I know. It gives me a fucking headache the following morning. Oh.
I'll give him another glass of water and a tiny cup of morning beer. The same recipe.
Hair dog,
yes.
Yeah.
Just to get him going, you know.
What do they want?
They try to steal your car.
Well, thanks to you, they didn't.
Thanks to me. What do you want to do with them? They're still alive.
They are still alive, yeah.
Yeah, it was a statement, it was not a question.
Yeah, no, I know. As he is looking at them, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight? Is
Yes.
there such a thing as passive insight?
Well, I'm saying there is. That'll be 10 plus your insight. That'll be 15.
Then it's 15, I believe.
Yeah, it's 15. You can see that he looks around and then he spots one man, and there's an instant look of recognition on his face.
Okay.
Jim? What are you doing here?
You know him?
Yeah, he used to be a master craftsman in full. What are you doing here? Stephen? Oh God. Ugh. Oh, you don't know, do you? Know what? I got rid of the guild. Oh, sorry about that, mate. That sucks. What were you doing here? Because I got rid of the guild, I can't work there anymore, so I had to leave, try to find somewhere else to work, and couldn't get anything else done. Oh. Well. Okay. That sucks. I don't think we should kill him, Progenitas. I think it's just down their luck.
I wasn't planning on killing them.
Okay.
If I was, I would have, but no. Seeing their clothing, I believe they used to have a bit more than they have now.
Yeah, Jim here. Jim here. Hey, it's gorgeous furniture. It's absolutely gorgeous furniture. Used to work in the merchants district in full, but like, he says I got rid of the guild. Well, leave him, I guess.
Yeah. Do you want me to give them means to untie themselves when we leave?
Well, what do you think? You're the guard. What do you think's best?
Usually, this decision is not up to me. But in your case, you have two choices. I think you already made it. You can either, to give you the full picture, you have three choices, but you don't want to kill them, so there goes one choice.
Choice one, yeah.
So the two other choices are: you can either leave them here and release them, or don't release them. That's up to you. Or take them with you and turn them into the College of Mages.
College Mages doesn't really do anything with prisoners. I'll leave him here. Jim, here's a knife, and he pulls a very very small knife out of his pocket, chucks it over to him. Wait until we're out of sight, and then cut yourself free. But can't you just do something? Can't you just help me out here? No, sorry, I can't. I work for college. You know this, Jim. Yeah, that's right. You work for the fucking college. Hey, look, listen. It's a good work. It's not my fault your guild got disbanded. Yeah. Just leave us here.
Okay, good choice.
Yeah, I thought so too. He mutters under his breath, and you continue on the way.
Yes.
It is not very long. Yeah.
we do breakfast on the cart this time because of them. And during
Sure.
breakfast, I try to figure out if he knows anything more about the College of Mages and Prisoners, because it seems odd that well, it just seems odd. Let me say it like that.
Sure. Roll me an insight check as you are having this conversation.
Okay.
It is more what he's not saying that tells you that the College of Mages, while prisoners would definitely be a thing that they would entertain, the prisoners do not last very long.
Okay. So it's in the line of I don't want to kill them kind of way. They don't deal with prisoners.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed, it's very you can tell that in your conversation you can tell that he dodges left and right as much as possible, but in that conversation you begin to gather that whatever it is that the College of Mages does, if there are any prisoners that are taken by the College of Mages, they disappear very soon after arriving.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a mental note, and which I mean I note this in my notes, and go and back into the cart, since it's another day's worth of travel we're going to do, and take some sleep.
Sure, no worries. In which case, you do not see the city, the small town of Drayton, because the journey from where you were to the other side was not very long. So in order to get your 8 hours, you would be fast asleep as you crossed Drayton. But when you awake, you are actually at the gates of Fall. When you look out to the cart, you can see a enormously long line of people. They are all
But we're taking the handicapped line.
well, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's a case of that this entire road is just full of people.
Okay.
And once you get to the
I asked Stephen if this is normal or this is a busy day or a quiet
no,
day.
this is not normal. This is not normal.
Okay.
Just hold on a minute. We're almost at the gate. We're almost at the gate. And once you reach the gate, as it were, it is a drawbridge, and you can see that the drawbridge is up, and there are 3 guards in front of the drawbridge, in front of the gate, refusing to allow anybody on.
Okay.
As you approach, Stephen looks at you, says, "Look, just stay here for a minute, will you? Just stay here."
Want me to hide underneath the cart to make it easier?
Underneath the cart?
Yes, so the guards don't see me when we pass through, if that helps.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah. Get onto the cart,
I'll use my hammock.
You'll use your hammock, haha! The one you set up a whole time ago.
Yes! It's not useless!
It's not useless! You climb. He stops a little way before the guards to allow you to get off the cart and underneath. And when you do that, he does ask you, how are you going to hold on under there?
Oh, I'll use my hands and some ropes, and I'll just push myself up to the cart when we get to the bridge.
Okay.
So they won't see me.
Well, keep quiet under there, all right? Just keep quiet.
Yeah, sure. I of course made a mechanism to help me with this, but he doesn't know that. So.
No, of course not. He's been completely oblivious the whole time. But
well, drunk is the better word.
Drunk is the better word. Yeah. As he approaches, you are not able to see You're not able to see what happens, but from where you are able to hear. And you hear Stephen says to the guards, "It's College of Mages business." "Yeah, alright, well I can't do anything about that because the city's on lockdown." College of look mate. You see the symbol on the side? Yeah? That's the representative of the College of Mages here in Fall. If you want to stop him from getting his delivery, you're gonna have to face the consequences. All right? You what? A representative? Fuck you talking about? Look, mate. Just do as I say. Otherwise, you're gonna have to put up with him, and he's not one to put up with. There's a small pause of silence. Lower the drawbridge. Good choice, mate. Good choice. There is a sound of rattling of chains and a gentle thud as the drawbridge is lowered and the horse and cart make their way across, and you are invited into the city of Fall. And I think that is actually a very good spot to end the session tonight. Congratulations, Progenitas! You have successfully made your way into the city of Fall, away from everybody else.
Yes, so how are we going to do this? Am I still part of the Sunday crew, or are we just going to organize a separate,
We might end up having to do that. Thank you very much, Lydia. We'll have a chat about that. We'll have a chat about that because it definitely started to feel a bit like that now, to be honest. I hope you had fun today, though.
I did.
Good, because I definitely did too.
I mean, it's just funny to see the story progress.
It is interesting. This is new for me. I have never ever done a one-on-one D&D game, and this was fun. This was actually really fun.
I have, but not whilst being part of a bigger story. So that's really what's making this really interesting. However, I do see the conundrum here that I'm pretty far removed from everyone else now.
You are now pretty far removed from everyone else, and so that's something that you and I are going to have a sort of private chat about. If it ends up being that we just end up doing a one-on-one campaign, I'm cool with that. If we end up doing something else, we'll see. I hope you guys watching also enjoyed it. Always enjoyed it too. Well, thank you, Lydia, and thank you very much for the various bits and pieces of shenanigans that you were throwing into the chat there. I did catch a few of them.
I want to say I didn't, but that would be a lie.
Oh, that would definitely be a lie. I know you. If you end up joining Thursday, it's pretty good. Well, we'll have to see what happens there as well. I'm really ending up somewhere in the middle at this point, I believe. For the moment, it may end up being that it may end up being that you end up meeting these guys, the Thursday lot. Who knows?
I know that the party where I started with isn't anywhere near going to Fall.
No way.
I'm like, I believe a step or 20 ahead of them.
You are
feeling-wise.
You are 3 days ahead of them now, so.
No, but also further along in the steps, they went to a side mission to somewhere else completely. So, and I don't know where it's going.
I'm not going to say anything in regards to that because that's also something else.
No, it's my feeling.
I know it's your feeling. I know it's definitely your feeling. It's true. We're going to go and try and raid somebody. See if there's anybody we can raid tonight. Hey, Laura Bones is on. Nice. Yeah, we're going to go raid her. She's amazing. Laura Bones is a wonderful writer and world builder, and does all sorts of stuff over there. So please do go over, give her hugs, give her likes, and all that wonderful stuff that we try to promote on this channel. Yeah, I'm happy. If you're happy,
I'm happy as well.
I will be.
I'm really curious where this is going, but yeah.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens in the future. Take care, everyone. Do look after yourselves. Love yourselves. Love each other as much as you can. And we'll see you next week, probably on Thursday again, for some more D&D. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.